zone across several continents, and it's always the same. People are limited by their own beliefs. Ah, it's too wet here. Ah, it's too cold here. It's too dry here. It's too hot here. That won't work here. And really, it's to your own disadvantage. If you have that kind of attitude, then you kind of half failed already. And that needs checking, because really farming is a lot to do with your attitude and aptitude. This is not a livelihood that would suit someone looking for a cushy 9-to-5 sort of life. It's a life that involves constant creativity and responding to problems as they turn up, and just the attitude of doing whatever needs doing when it needs doing. And I think that can be a big reality shock for people coming into this field from different professions. And indeed, I think that's a big problem with the permaculture movement. A lot of people coming into this sort of lifestyle that don't have any background in production and all the wide skill base required to run a farm. It has offered a double-edged sword at the same time as opening people up to all kinds of possibilities.
I wanted to stop right there where he was talking about not having the skills to get into the field. And I think that's changing greatly. You can find permaculture people around you. I mean, Permaculture Global has a great map, which Permies is integrating with or planning on to, and where you can see someone in your area that's doing it, and you can go visit with them or start up a meetup group, or you can do what we're doing at the Learning Center, Permeathos Learning Center, and sign up for courses, because there's tons of online courses being created now on how to do all these different skill sets. And then, I mean, there's so many ways, especially on the internet now, and especially with how fast it's growing, that you can, and not even in the permaculture market, you could go to a farm that's not permaculture, and just while you're working there or apprenticing there or whatever, learning from that farmer, you can be applying permaculture principles you've learned to what you're learning there, or see, and it's a much easier way to see how fits in to like what other people are doing. So there's tons of ways that you can get the skill sets to get into permaculture or farming in general.
I agree. I think that there's oodles and oodles and oodles of information. It's just get off your ass and find it. And then some people are like, "Oh, the books are too expensive," and it's kind of like, you don't need the books. Oh, the PDCs are too expensive. You don't need a PDC.
Yep.
I mean, I think a PDC will teach you something. It will bring you up. It'll,
There's free PDCs. I mean, if you need to, you can go with a free one.
Oh, you mean like the free online stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's basic, it's not my favorite, but if you don't have any money.
All right. So there's one of the free online stuff which everybody should steer clear of. You know which one I'm talking about, Josiah?
I do. We won't bring it up, but
Josiah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But the information's out there. If you need a guideline of what to look up, just look at the roster, or the curriculum of a PDC. Like, what's going to be taught in this PDC, and then just start searching for that stuff on YouTube or wherever.
Yeah, get it verified. But I mean, I would think that there is some free stuff out there as far as a PDC. But all right, the key is like get a PDC from somebody you know and trust, or there are some online ones that are through universities that are pretty cheap. And so, all right, but you don't need a PDC. There's tons of information, and then there's the things that are like woof, that you can go and do. Some are better than others. It can be challenging. I mean, we've got the permaculture boot camp still has openings here. People could come and do that. But I'm gonna actually counter what I'm saying by something he's gonna say later on. But I'm ready to move forward with this more.
All right.